Welcome everyone. Adam the Woo here as the recording of this Monday, April 8th, 2024. Just got dropped off by my friend Jim here in Denver at the Denver International Airport. I got my bag here. I got my suitcase here. And I will be boarding a flight back to Orlando, which coincidentally will be taking place during the eclipse. And I am hoping, so basically where the path of totality is happening, I'm going to be going over Arkansas-ish. Halfway through my flight, I have a 4-hour flight. When I am departing, if everything goes correctly, I will be, give or take a half hour, in the path of totality, most likely high enough above any clouds or inclement weather, and I have a window seat. See what happens. I'm going home only for a few days. I get back to Orlando. I'm there for 3, 4, 5 days, give or take a day. And then I'm off again to other spots. But this might work out really well. I'm inviting you to join me for Eclipse Day 2024. I went to the eclipse back in 2017, I believe it was. I was in the path of totality in Idaho Falls, Idaho. This time, I'll be in the sky. Join me. I gotta get to my gate. Shall you? Flying United. Flew here on United, flying back on United, heading over to the west section. I got about an hour till boarding. Now, the last 2 days, there were hundreds, multiple hundreds of flights that did not happen, were either canceled or postponed. And I thought maybe there'd be a little busier, people showing up to try to catch connecting flights, reschedule flights, things like that. But honestly, this does not look too terribly bad at the moment. And I believe there are two. I'm going to the gates, to the A gates. So I believe I can either go through this way or I could walk over to a bridge to the other one. So I'm going to ask one of the employees and see if this is where I need to go or if I can go over the bridge. But this, usually, I've been here once or twice before, is usually insanely backed up. This doesn't look too terribly bad. Okay, I just asked a very helpful worker here. She was saying, yes, go this way, all the way to the end, and I will avoid that checkpoint, and then I will end up finding another one at the end of this little gate, this little section here, this little thoroughfare. Okay, recommended for A gates, 5 a.m. to 5:30, no TSA pre-check, which I don't have, but that's where I'm going, and it is between those hours. Someone else walking down there too, so it's maybe a little hidden hallway. Construction update. Kind of excited if, again, crossing my fingers, that this works out with the eclipse. I don't know how much I'll be able to see, but I do have a window seat. And I'll probably be able to see something. Walking at an extremely fast rate of speed because I'm not only walking, but I'm also on a moving platform, passing all these different exhibits. That new exhibit is loading soon. Some little artistic pieces here, creative endeavors in these exhibits. Oh yeah, look over there. I can see all the United planes. Don't have to take a shuttle or anything, at least to the A gates. Holy cow, there is no one up here. Look at this. There is no one up here. This is going to be a complete walk-on. No wait whatsoever. There's just one lady in front of me. Man, I lucked out. There's no one, there's only one lady in front of me on this one. All right, that was the quickest I've gone through a checkpoint at an airport in probably ever. There's one person in front of me, like even John Wayne Airport in Orange County, California. He doesn't have a wait that short. The bridge, walking across the bridge for the win. Now I got plenty of time just to walk over there to where all those United planes, one of those could possibly be mine. If not, one will pull out and pull into the same little parking spot, but one of those are mine. Yeah, I think from now on, if I fly in and out of Denver, I'm going to choose this airline for these gates because you bypass. And it could be because they're doing a lot of that construction. Maybe people don't know you can go this way, but wow. A27 is what I'm looking for. Gate A27, the nether regions of the Denver airport. Oh, look at that. There's Snowmass Mountain, Capitol Peak, Challenger Point, Mount Columbia, Mount Bierstadt, Humboldt Peak, Culebrea Peak, and Mount Sherman. That has been a tour of the artwork. Well, no, wait, not Red Cloud Peak, Pyramid Peak, St. Louis Peak. I'll take a look at this thing. There's a lot of big old light here. Spotlight. It's like something out of a lighthouse, something lampy. Pete's Dragon would be proud of. I guess I would be in a lighthouse. I don't know if I've been over in this section of the airport before. Look down here, there's a couple people walking by, there's an employee walking by, and those are all the departures and arrivals. That's where the train is over here, getting off the A gate. But I didn't have to take a train, I just walked. All right, gotta look over the entire board here. Got arrivals over there, which I'm not arriving, I am departing. And mine, this is a very interesting coincidence. I remember how I just mentioned how John Wayne, Orange County, has hardly any wait or anything when you're trying to like get dropped off to go board a flight. It's directly above, Orange County is directly above where I'm going to, or that's just a weird coincidence. My flight is right here, departs at 10:12, A27, flight number 1451. So coinciding 2 hours from this, the time zone I will be in should be around the time, halfway through the flight, is when the Eclipse should be reaching totality over that Arkansas-Oklahoma border threshold. Hopefully. Looking for A27, like it's going to be right over here. There's A26, it's 32, kind of right here at the little cusp there, the little turning point. You can either go that direction to 40 to 66 or under 40s over here. All right, now that I've got over to where the train dropped off, a little more people over in this area, but I'm not far from my gate. This is A35 right up here, so I only have about 9 gates to go. For a moment I thought I was in A26, but actually I'm in A27. This is A31, same airline, United right there. Got the control tower off in the distance. This guy's carrying a ladder. All right, this guy appears to be fueling up. Right over here at A28. Also a very unique looking airport. That is a thing of beauty right there. On time, after 2 straight days of flights being pushed back, removed, not happening, delayed, on time, on Monday, April 8th as I'm filming this. It's 9:05 right now, boarding time is at 9:32, estimated departure 10:15. 1 ticket for Path to Totality, please. Of course, I've already purchased a ticket, so I don't know why I'm saying that, but yeah. All right, there's a 27A and a 27B. Maybe I'm on A. This one's pulling in over to 25A. Seeing it pulling in. Got the luggage cart going by. And I did ask the guy, just confirm my ticket at the front desk at the little gangway walk-off area. And he was saying that it's looking like about the point, halfway point of the flight, it will be around, give or take a half hour, the Path to Totality. Had good luck so far today, so I was gonna knock on wood, but I don't want to knock on this glass. These Eclipse glasses were from 2017. My buddy Jim, who I stayed with the last few days, he had a pair. He goes, you can use these. I don't know if I'm gonna need them on the plane. Looking through the window, if I do get to look in the sun, by the time it starts to diminish, you know, once the eclipse starts to happen, probably won't need them looking out the window, because when I was in Idaho Falls the time before, also, I guess this was the date when I was in, when the last Totality one happened. I'm just guessing based on the glasses. I used to have a pair of these, but didn't bring any with me. I don't think I even still have them, but Got the 3D glasses here, not 3D, what am I saying? They look like 3D glasses, but they are Eclipse glasses. I'm gonna be having on the, I could use on the flight, or I could just have them as a memento to remember this occasion as well. This will be my second Eclipse, and see what happens with the out the window seat. And it really was kind of unplanned. I knew I had this allotted time frame. I knew the Eclipse was going to happen today, but did not strategically plan out the Totality pathway. But man, if it works out, it's going to be awesome to experience it above any clouds that might be over Arkansas, Oklahoma in that pathway. Hey, these are kind of neat, right? You're supposed to like put them on so you can look at the sun. That way you don't have any major issues. I don't know how well they would work though from the perspective I'm trying to show. Anyway, you get the idea. They help block out the sun. All right, my seat is 2F. 2F is my seat. I did confirm it is a window seat. Oh yeah.
A little bit of an older model plane with the ashtray still on the side.
3 hours and 3 minutes en route to Orlando today. We should be pushing back momentarily. Scheduled departure times 12 after, and we'll have you on the way. A little bit under block. We'll give you an update once we get airborne. Let's go up.
We're going to just have like take your rest, lock your seatbelt over your blanket or clothes, so you guys bring your cabin. If you need to think, press your call button. If you respond to check, now back to where you go, about to flight once we're in the air. Flight attendants go final safety check to be seated. Also, we know that there's going to be an eclipse followed by, if you see anything, we'll let you guys know. If you see anything, it should be on the right-hand side of the aircraft.
Oh, so it's going to be on the right hand.
Not really into it, but you know what I mean.
Bit of turbulence, a lot of turbulence going out of Denver. One of the good things about being this elevated up is if it gets thick cloud cover, which they're predicting over the Texas-Arkansas area, we'll be above that in the plane. Watching some news stuff at the airport right where we were taking off, and they were saying in Texas there might be a thick layer of clouds. So if you're on the ground, you might have trouble seeing it. Not too many clouds here, but once you get over Texas and Arkansas, be above the clouds. requested for the Cobb salad. Kind of glad they had a salad option. You got the little chicken on the side there. That comes with a dessert, but I'm trying not to eat dessert, so will not be eating the slice of cake over there, or pie. But yeah, check out the Cobb salad. There's no Brown Derby Cobb salad by any means at Hollywood Studios, but you get the idea. It's very bright outside too, and that should be diminishing very soon, probably about another hour till the Path of Totality area. Again, not going to be precisely down to the minute, but should be able to see some visual noticeability, if you will. Cloud cover is definitely rolling in now. Yeah, right through the Midwest, a lot of clouds. There's a little condensation on the window, and I have to get really low down, almost like below my knees, and angle it up. So I have my camera down here and angling it up, looking through the windows to get the sun, because the sun is way up here. So I definitely can get the angle. Very cloudy area. Again, I have to angle upward from the bottom of the window, looking up almost above where the window is to get the view of the sun. And as I was watching a news report on the plane, it looks like it's about a quarter of the eclipse at the moment over the area I'm in. So it should start engulfing the sun soon. Still pretty bright out there at the moment. Anyway. Got both windows open. Try to get a good view if it happens. We're angling now. And I might not see the complete eclipse, but I'll probably going to see more than anyone that's on the ground below those clouds. turbulence now. Flying through the clouds, so a little turbulence. This is the first indication that I've noticed with my own eyes that it's not as bright out there as it has been the last couple hours. I think it'll be pretty soon happening. I think I might be a little out of the path of totality, but not too far. I'm not directly in it, but I'm pretty dang close where I'm going to be able to see the darkness. All right, watching a news report on the plane. Totality is now at this exact moment hitting Fredericksburg, Texas, which I believe we have passed by about a half hour. So don't know if I'll be in the path of totality. If the plane would have departed about a half hour late, I think it would have been exactly at the moment, but it doesn't look like we're going to get totality, just a little duskness. Yeah, looking at the map here, already past the totality. I'm guessing probably by about a half hour, 45 minutes. Dang, so close though. So totality is just up there on the Texas-Arkansas border. Kind of pass it by just a little bit. Pretty close though. Texas right now. Yeah, that was a little snippet from the photo from the news. That's over Dallas at this very moment. You can see what a difference it is an hour back plane ride than it is right here. Total immersion of the sun, totality in Dallas happening right now. Back behind us. A flight attendant came through and alerted everyone that we missed it by just a little bit. When you're going at this speed, it's really hard to time it. And she was a little disappointed too. I think the flight attendants also wanted to be able to witness it out the windows. Got a little bit of a lull in the sunlight, but didn't go through totality. Missed it by just a little bit. Again, when you're speeding along at hundreds and hundreds of miles an hour, you only have a very limited window. Things for sure though, it definitely is not as bright and sunny outside as it normally would be at this moment of the day. So there is a little bit of a partial eclipse, just partial. Then again, I don't know the exact partiality that is over Central Florida. 50%? I don't know, I'm just throwing numbers out there. Eyesore right there. I-4 eyesore. lighting up a little more too.
I have arrived back in Orlando, Florida for a few days, 3 or 4 or 5 days, give or take a day. Can't recall the exact amount, but not here for too long. But I am going to head back home. Arrived at MCO Orlando International. Just on the cusp, very, very close to being right in the path of Totality. Man, that was close. Rolled the dice, took a chance. Just a little off again. I think everyone on the plane was a little bummed. Flight attendant was a little saddened by the fact it didn't happen either, but man, it was close. I think if the flight would have been delayed about 45 minutes, or if they would have flown a little slower, it would have happened. The sky was a little darker than normal though, that is for certain. And outside, I could tell, outside, it's not quite as bright. Alright, that's going to do it for today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. The vlog, indeed, in fact, absolutely at this particular time frame, at this moment, this one anyway, this episode, the vlog, is over. Wow, okay, I'm out in the parking lot now. The sun is almost back to full potential. I can see if you can see through these.